Hello, and welcome to episode 665 of Prog Review. And today it's because it's Bill Bruford's birthday. He's 70, 17th of May. That's dated it. This is Bill Bruford and Tim Garland's Earthworks Underground Orchestra. There you go, from 2006, I believe. There you go. Those were the days. Apparently, there's a big Bill Bruford box set coming out in July. This is in it. And so is all the other stuff which I own, so there's no interest to me. I think there's just one bit that might be of interest, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is I don't know if any of you are into Bill Bruford's Earthworks. Probably not. That means no one's going to watch this video. Why do I bother? I don't know. It's the algorithm, isn't it? But yeah, after doing the likes of Yes and King Crimson, Bruford went off into his project of the Earthworks, which is a kind of modern jazz band. You know, they had some interesting records. First two albums were quite interesting. That's when he was still using the electronic Simmons drum kit. But this one, acoustic drums. It's an expanded Earthworks. So, like I say, Tim Garland is he's kind of almost like the band leader with Bruford behind the kit. I actually saw these guys play live at it was either the Queen Elizabeth or Royal Festival. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Polar Bear, very interesting band, opened for them. Seb Roachford, the drummer, very, very good drummer. Should actually be the drummer for King Crimson, but you know, no. I'd like to have seen him play with like a modern Crimson, but it was never to be. They're an interesting band. Go and check those one out. They're kind of gone off the boil now, but Seb Roachford's, he ended up working with Eno and all sorts of people. And like I said, Polar Bear, I thoroughly enjoyed their performance. And then we had this band, and like I say, it's an expanded, almost traditional jazz approach to music. Whereas, you know, the stuff he did with Earthworks back in the day, I'm talking about like the late 80s, early 90s, was there was a little bit of the progressive side to it with that kit. This was more of a traditional jazz outing. And again, this album is actually it's a live album, and like I say, Bruford and Garland are the band leaders, and it's augmented by John Owens on trumpet, Alex Sabagian on trumpet. They got some great names here, and the lettering's really tiny. Oh wait a minute, I can read it better if I do that. Rock Ciccarone on trombone, Robin Eubanks on trombone as well, Chris Karlik on baritone saxophone and flute, Steve Wilson alto and soprano saxophones and flutes, Henry Hay on piano, and Mike Pope on electric and acoustic bass. So there you go. It was a slightly different configuration when I saw them, but yeah, it's a live album, and so we have stuff that he's done with Earthworks, deconstructed and reconstructed in a more traditional jazz style. Jazz is a big word. Well, it's not. It's a small word. It's only 4 letters, but it's a big. There's a lot of scope when you can talk about jazz, and if you like that kind of easy listening, you know, it's very pleasant. It's a pleasant, easy-going album. And it's again the interesting thing about it is how you can interpret the works, and they are very different to previous versions of them. Like I say, Up North was from the second Earthworks album, and it's a completely different aspect to it. Whereas Footloose and Fancy Free is a much bigger sound to the album version, because again it's an augmented band, a much larger, a glorious palette. I remember when I saw it, the track Bajo del Sol was the standout piece. I thought that was they really flew away on that one. But yeah, of course, it was a long time ago though. So yeah, it is a different aspect to Bruford and his work. And again, it was last time I saw him live. So yeah, that was a thing. He retired not long after. But yeah, I mean, if you've got to like the jazz. You've got to like the jazz. No, I don't know how many of you out there actually like the jazz. Hold up your hands. Not too many. But if you've experienced Earthworks, and you'll wonder what's Bruford like when he goes like full jazz, and you should never go full jazz. Everyone knows that. This is the record, and this is kind of like the culmination of the Earthworks experiment. This isn't taking it like kind of full circle, as it were, from being that kind of edgy, experimental 80s kind of band to almost being, like I say, middle of the road jazz, where it's not edgy. All the edges have been smoothed off of it. It's very smooth. So yeah, I mean, if you like Earthworks, you may not have seen this one. You may not have experienced it. If you're a newcomer, it might not be for you. But that's not to say it's bad. These musicians are really good. They're really the top flight people. Like I say, this was recorded live at the Iridium Jazz Club in NYC. That's New York City. So good, they named it twice. And like I say, this is in that box set that's coming out. Maybe I'll drop a picture of it in, because I probably won't cover it unless it's a 20 quid, but it won't be because it's. But yeah, this is what the new box set looks like. It's out in July. Ready? Yeah, that's definitely a box, isn't it? So now I've got to go and find a picture of the box and drop it into the video. It's almost like I'm doing work. I don't. That's not right. But yeah, so it's. I thought I'd do this on the occasion of Bruford's 70th birthday. He shares his birthday with my father, my late father, but we don't talk about him. And yesterday it was Fripp's birthday, and he shares his birthday with my grandfather, my children's great grandfather, but my maternal grandfather, who would have been 93. So there you go. But he died 25 years ago now. So yeah, where does the time go? Scary stuff. So yeah, in terms of a rating, you see, I've got fond memories because I bought this when I went to the gig. It's a memory. This one is a pure memory album. It's a memory of a night out with the missus, having a good time, hearing some good tunes, and coming away feeling good. It's a memory piece for me. So, I'm going to give it 4 Libravilles out of 5. That's 4 Libravilles out of 5. And that's a point knocked off because my memory's fading somewhat of the evening. Bad memory. And that's a completely and utterly biased and useless rating, isn't it, really? Yeah, what the hell, who cares? Who cares about ratings? But yeah, so this album's kind of got a little special place in my heart, in my memory, because I got it when we were there. All those years ago, and that's why I thought I'd do it today, because it's personal. It's a personal thing. So yeah, go and check it out. I'm sure it's on Spotify and all those wild and wacky streaming places. Don't forget to like or dislike this video. Don't forget to subscribe, if that still works. Don't forget to check out my music.darrenlott.com. It's all good stuff, especially the new one. It's a good one. If you want to help and throw a few coppers into the hat, it's patreon.com/lock, and social media, mainly on the Twitters. Come and see me on the Twitters, and we can have a right old time. You can find out what I think of Game of Thrones. The finale is coming up. Well, that's dated the video. Yeah, what about it? Some predictions. Oh, Jaime comes back from the dead, and Jon Snow has his head cut off. I'm calling it now. There you go. Like a repetition of the Ned Stark thing. Trust me. I'm gonna look really stupid when that doesn't happen. I just threw some random stuff in there just to make it fun. But anyway, I've nearly got to the 10-minute mark, so I can get those sweet YouTube micro pennies in the bank account. But anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah, this one. It's been Earthworks Underground Orchestra. Thanks for watching. My name's Darren Locke. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is prog on.